Happened at the Bay, November 11, 2022. I'm your host, Eric Cooley. And if you guys are watching this on YouTube, yes, my background is different because we are covering UFC 281 Adesanya versus Pereira. Now, yes, of course, I've been doing a lot of NFL episodes, but I want to get my hands dirty in the MMA because Adesanya versus Pereira main card is loaded right now. Of course, I'm going to be covering every single fight on the main card, giving you guys my predictions and how that fighter is going to finish the fight. Before I get down to it, make sure you like and subscribe on YouTube and follow on Spotify. We begin with a banger in the lightweight division. Number 12, Dan Hooker, 21-12, going against Claudio Puez, 13-2. As of November 9th, 2022, Hooker is listed as the favorite at minus 155. Now, if you guys seen Dan Hooker fight in recent years, he's been going against some of the best in either the featherweight division or the lightweight division. Certain fighters like Arnold Allen in the featherweight division, Islam Makhachev, who is now the lightweight champion, Michael Chandler, and Dustin Poirier. Those are some tough fighters in those divisions, but even though he lost to those in three of them in the very first round by either submission, knockout, or TKO, I still honestly do not believe that he's a top 15 fighter. Everybody's seeing his highlights, and they're all from 7 years ago when he's knocking people out. He is now at his down slope in his career. But you also look at the other guy, Claudio Puez. Now, he hasn't really gone against anybody that good yet. This is his first big challenge, but the way he is finishing his opponents, I believe it's three of his last five finishes, they were all done by knee bars. If you guys watch MMA or UFC, knee bars are pretty rare for people to be finished by, but he makes it look so easy. And I believe something like this is going to happen if they get on their feet. Play is, in my opinion, is top five whenever it comes to transitioning from the bottom position. That's how he's getting the knee bars. If it goes to the ground, Puez is going to win this fight 99% of the time. Hooker would need to have this fight on its feet in order to win this. I don't see that happening. I see Puez winning this one by submission. The next fight will be in the bantamweight division. Number 12, Frankie Edgar, 23-10 with one draw, going against Chris Gutierrez. Frankie Edgar, as of November 9th, is listed as the favorite as a minus 220. Edgar, earlier this week, did announce that this will be his last UFC fight. And I mean, I can't blame the guy. His last five fights, he's only won one of them by a split decision. So he is a tough fighter, but he is just not able to finish his fights against strikers. If you see it, it was Marlon Vera, Corey Sandhagen, the Korean Zombie, and Max Holloway were his last four losses, and they were all strikers. And guess who is also a striker? Chris Gutierrez, who is not bad. He was listed as an underdog in his last fight and ended up getting the job done. As a striker, he will find a way to beat Edgar. Now, Edgar, I know that you are retiring, but you're not going to come out with a dub on this one. I see Gutierrez winning this one by knockout or TKO. The next fight has fight of the year written all over it. Lightweight division, number 2, Dustin Poirier going against number 5, Michael Chandler. As of November 9th, Poirier is the clear favorite at minus 230. Michael Chandler has been entertaining the UFC fans since the beginning. I believe it was January of 2021 he first made his debut in the UFC, knocking out Dan Hooker. However, Dustin Poirier, he's been going against some of the best. He's been losing to them, but he's also been dominating them. His last win was against Conor McGregor by the TKO doctor stoppage. But still, even though he lost to Oliveira in his last fight by submission, he knows how to get the job done. And Michael Chandler, I love watching this guy fight, but I don't see it happening in this one unless he can surprise everybody with a knockout in maybe the second or third round, where Dustin Poirier kind of rears back a little bit. He lets off the gas just a tad bit, and that's where I could possibly see a knockout by Michael Chandler. But overall, Dustin Poirier is a better overall fighter, better overall wrestler, and if he does not win this by unanimous decision, it will be a knockout or a TKO, possibly in the second or third round. And now the co-main event of UFC 281. It is champion Carla Esparza going against number 2, Zhang Weili. As of November 9th, Weili is the clear favorite as she is at minus 380. Now, honestly, it should be higher because Weili is about that action and she wants her title back. Carla Esparza, who barely beat Rose Namajunas in her last fight for the championship, she won it by split decision. And I don't see how that even happened. If you see the judges' scorecards, it was like a 49-46 on this side. It was a 48-47 on the other side. She only had 30 total strikes at a 133, while Rose Namajunas had more strikes with 38 at a 137. So I don't see how they gave her the belt, but no matter what, she's going to lose it in this fight. Zhang Weili is she dominates every single fight on the feet, and once she stuns you, she's not going to let go. Esparza would need to take Weili down in this one and keep her down in order to win. But I don't see that happening. Weili is definitely going to finish this by either knockout, TKO, or it will go to a unanimous decision. And now we come down to the main event. Israel Adesanya, the middleweight champion, going against Alex Pereira for the middleweight championship. As of November 9th, Adesanya is listed as a favorite at minus 210, but I just do not see him winning this one. Pereira is 2-0 versus Adesanya in kickboxing, which Pereira is his fighting technique. But Adesanya, he's been getting the job done ever since he lost to Blachowicz. He's been going down like this. He's not finishing the guys, no KOs, no TKOs, nothing like that ever since he lost to Blachowicz. But he's still a tough champion. This will be his toughest challenge to date, and if he can pull this out, he deserves to maybe challenge for the light heavyweight championship again. But Pereira, he's ready to go, 6-1, and is number 4 in the middleweight division. I can see this possibly happening by a split or unanimous decision. Hey everybody, thanks for watching this UFC exclusive for Capping at the Bay. Make sure you guys watch, and we will see you guys next week for another episode of Capping at the Bay. Make sure you like and subscribe on YouTube, follow on Spotify. We'll see y'all again.